us about Simple Green Smoothies, how that started, what is it, and pretty much how that is your catalyst for helping others change their lives.
Yep. So when I started doing these daily green smoothies as a way to boost our immune system, I had a friend all the way in California who was also drinking them, but she was doing it to lose weight. And together, we're both drinking them every single day. I'm getting more energy, getting stronger, and she's over there losing weight. And so we're super excited. And like, what can this drink not do? Yeah. And so we decided to partner and start sharing recipes together on Instagram. And so we would post our recipes that we were just making for our families and put them on Instagram, basic photos. This was when it was an iPhone 3 or 4 at the time, super grainy. There was no filters that made anything look good then. And just share recipes that way, because we knew that if we could start sharing these with others, that they would begin to understand how tasty they are. And the comments came in so quickly. Like, people were just obsessed with our recipes. Every single day when we'd post, they would ask, like, what can we have tomorrow? Like, what else do you recommend?
So you found a need.
Yeah. And we became experts, which was really funny because we were just getting started ourselves. So the thing for a lot of people is, to be an expert in your industry, you only have to be one step ahead of your audience. You don't have to have it all figured out. Like, just take them as far as you know, and each step you're going further, they're just behind you learning with you.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So fast forward to today. What is Simple Green Smoothies, Simple Green Meals? Let's touch on that real quick. I mean, it's all forms of information. It's on social media. It's in physical print. So for those who are listening and watching, how can they get involved with Simple Green? And so tell them.
Well, I mean, it started with the green smoothie, but what happened was the more I drank them, the more I craved just all sorts of plants in general. Like, I actually wanted to have a salad, which blew my mind. And so what happened over time was we started unfolding new ways to use plants in recipes, and not just blend them up, but to roast vegetables in your oven, or use the rice cooker and do cauliflower rice. Like, there's so many different ways that you could take a vegetable and make it delicious. And so that's what we've expanded the brand to be. Like, we're a plant-based lifestyle brand that celebrates plants.
That's awesome. I absolutely love it. And I'm sitting here looking at the books in front of me. And these books are no joke. They're 300 plus pages. They've got super easy recipes. They've got some recipes that just will make you drool all over the paper. You're on YouTube. You're on Instagram. You have so much information out there. And honestly, it is simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful part about this.
It's worth the sanity to pay it.
But in realistic terms, for people who are just starting out, blending is the way to go.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I juiced for a little bit, but it was something that was not sustainable, and it was very costly to do.
Right.
So once I started blending my smoothies, I realized how easy it was, because you're taking the whole fruit. You're adding all of it, the fiber. You can even add the tops to strawberries. Like, there's so little prep needed. You can just throw everything in, blend it up. And what happens is you're not just getting the vitamins, minerals, natural fruit sugars, you're also getting the fiber from the fruit. And the fiber is what slows down the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream. So you're not going to get that energy spike and then the crash afterwards. It's going to keep you full longer. So smoothies are a much better meal replacement. And also, cleaning up is so dang easy. Like, you can do it. I mean, the whole process of blending is under 5 minutes a day.
Yeah. That's great. So for somebody just starting out, just give them just a quick overview of where to start.
Yeah.
What are like the staple ingredients that almost every smoothie has, and what are some risks associated with blending, as far as medical conditions, as far as if you're sensitive to certain ingredients. Like, what are some like go-to simple recipes that people can kind of just get started with?
Okay. I mean, if you're just starting out and you're wondering, why should I even drink a green smoothie? Why should I embrace this whole new lifestyle when nothing else has worked yet? Maybe you haven't found the thing for you. I would just say, like, for us and for our community, where over 1 million people have been drinking these smoothies, and we're asking them, like, how do you feel? What results are you getting? The top results are always weight loss. They're getting more energy, stronger immune system. Their bowels are working better. Their skin is clearing up. So as far as acne, eczema, all those things are getting better because of green smoothies. So if you're struggling with anything around that, give this a shot. Yeah. And then for the, like, who is this for? I mean, it's for all ages. Yeah. You can start as young as
my kids love
6,
smoothies.
7 months old once you're introducing fruits to them. Like, this is the perfect time. Like, if you are making baby food with pears, add in some spinach, blend it up, turn it into a plant-based green smoothie right there.
Like, for the listeners out there, I'm actually holding one of Jen's smoothies here. It's bright neon green.
Yeah, electrifying.
Like, if you have this, like, fear of green anything, like, you would be repulsed by this, but you smell it, and I smell coconut, I smell mango, I smell pineapple, and all those ingredients are not green.
No.
The only thing that makes this green is just a little bit of spinach.
Yep.
But
it's actually a lot of spinach, but you can't taste it.
Right, you can't. You would think the amount of spinach that's in there, this would be overbearingly like a spinach drink.
Yeah,
but
like
really,
grass, long clippings.
You close your eyes and you're drinking, tastes like a mango, banana, pineapple smoothie.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of these recipes.
It does take a little bit of planning and prep, but it really is, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be an exercise guru. Like, anybody can do this. You can get all the information from one of your books or your app and just go right to the store, buy the ingredients, go home, blend it up, drink it.
Yeah.
It really is that simple.
Yeah. And if you are an athlete, it's a great way to get in hydration, get in nutrients, which you are losing so quickly when you are working out, and also getting in the energy. So for years, because I shared how I used to be a runner, when I had so little energy, I couldn't even run. And for me, running was my passion. And it was really frustrating to not even be able to do that, along with not being able to take care of my kids and get them food in the morning. Mm-hmm. And so once I started drinking these and having that energy, I wanted to work out again. And so I started running. Yeah. And then these smoothies turned into not just my breakfast, but also like a post-workout meal replacement. Right. Or like on busy days when like we don't even have time to make dinner and we're about to drive through fast food, we can make a green smoothie meal for dinner like in half the time it would take to drive through Taco Bell.
Yeah. And it usually becomes it's cheaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
especially in the long run.
And there's just that mental that mental almost, it's a trick that you play, like, all right, I'm drinking a smoothie, I'm making healthy decisions, and so that's always on the front of your mind saying, oh, I need to stay healthy because I'm drinking the smoothies. It's the same thing with exercise. You exercise a little bit and now you start looking at everything differently.
Yeah.
Now, why everybody should drink smoothies, should make smoothies, but not everybody's going to stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Why do people, gung-ho, they're ready for it, they dive in, but why did they fail? Why do they stop blending? And how can you encourage, and how do you encourage your people to stick with it?
For sure. So one of the main reasons people try a green smoothie, embrace that lifestyle, and then don't stick with it is because they're not making recipes that taste good. They're going too hardcore, is what I call it, and they're not even enjoying what they're drinking. And so eventually you just say, what's the point? Why am I even doing this? Another reason that it happens, and it happens for me too, is when I'm traveling. When like our schedule just gets out of whack, it's really hard to make the time to blend. So those are things that happen to all of us. I would suggest I've started bringing my blender when I travel, so no excuses, get my greens in. If I can't do that, I try to make sure that I'm eating things that I would be putting into my blender every day when I'm on the road.
Right. It's all about discipline.
Yeah.
But you have challenges within your Facebook groups, within your membership sites and things like that, where you actually hold people accountable. They hold each other accountable. It's a community.
Yeah. We always say you got to get back on the bandwagon.
Right.
So we all fall off. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't feel like you can never do this again because you failed once.
Right.
No, I think failure is the road to success. It's those that actually stop drinking the smoothie, realize how horrible they feel, and then come back to it. Those are the ones that are going to have the most success. Mm-hmm. Do what you can with what you can afford. That's the most important thing. If you can't afford organic, don't go to Whole Foods. That's all I'm saying. Like this isn't going to be a lifestyle you can stick with. So really think about what you can afford and work within that. I do suggest using organic as much as possible, but only do it following the Dirty Dozen, which is the EWG's Environmental Working Group website. They give you guidelines, and it'll show you which produce have the highest amounts of pesticide, and those are the ones to buy organic. If they're not on there, then don't even worry about it. It's not worth it right now.
Right.
Also, when it comes to certain ingredients, I like to buy frozen because I don't have much time in my day. Like, I'm go, go, go.
Yeah.
And frozen fruit, one, it's already cut and prepped for you.
Right.
And two, it's frozen, and so it's like an ice cube in your smoothie.
And it lasts longer. That's the biggest one.
Yeah. 3, it lasts longer, and 4, it's usually cheaper.
It's like an avocado. You cut it open and you turn around, and then before you know it, it's already brown.
I know.
I mean, you're probably not going to find frozen avocados, but
You can. Costco has them now.
good to know.
Yeah.
Learned something new today.
Yeah.
But frozen, I love frozen vegetables and frozen fruit
Yeah.
just because it's like you, it's just busy.
Yeah,
I can't
and
always keep fresh in the fridge.
And they say that frozen is picked at the optimal time for peak nutrient
Right.
content.
And it's frozen usually within 12 to 24 hours from picking.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the summary is do what you can. Organic is preferred. It doesn't matter if it's frozen or fresh. I mean, if you can do fresh, great. But frozen is a
But I
great
will
option.
say frozen spinach doesn't work as well. A lot of people have tried to do that box spinach. Usually it's blanched already. And so just fresh spinach is the best. It'll make it the creamiest and also have the least amount of spinach taste going on.
Awesome. So let's go back to Simple Green Smoothies and the business. You give back. You travel a lot. You interact with your community. Share. You just got back from Cambodia. Prior to that, you were in Morocco. Prior to that, you were hiking the Grand Canyon. Well, what's all that about? And is that just pre-Simple Green, or is that like where this tribe has taken you, and you're just interacting with these different cultures and learning?
Yeah, 2018 was an epic year for Jen Hansard. Let's just say that. And I think really what it came down to was I was just really thinking hard about Simple Green Smoothies and this business I've created. And had I done enough? Like, if it were to, like, I always like to do the what if game. So, like, what if it were to close down at some point, or someone were to buy it up? Like, would I have done enough with what I had to make me feel good about it?